Hey lovelies, you're welcome back to Reviews and Recaps. Today we're going to be talking about melodyshari handling Keke's passing privately, and we're also going to be talking about allegedly triggering insurance investigation into Keke's passing. If you're new to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and tap that bell button right next to it so you know every single time that I post. And everyone, please like, share, and don't forget to let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Now, let's get into today's video. So, first of all, shout out to Empress Radio. She always comes through with the tea. But yeah, I want to talk about it. So, allegedly, when Keke passed, there were a lot of people that were sort of waiting on Melody to make a post or a statement or something publicly. If you guys remember, I talked about how Wanda was making all sorts of comments. If you guys have not watched that video, I encourage you to watch it after this. She was talking about Melody claimed she was a friend but didn't show up to the funeral. She also allegedly went as far as checking all the flowers that came in to see if Melody had sent something. Isn't that an op? Why do you have time? What kind of level of pettiness do you have for you to be going to be checking the flowers to see if she sent something? It's like, at what point do we think like, yo, maybe something is wrong with this woman? That is entirely too much. It's like taking things absolutely too far. Now, of course, we speculated that Melody had sent her condolences privately, and it is to be expected, right? Now, a lot of people were like feeling some type of way about why Melody would have not said anything about it. Why did she just go ghost and quiet? And why didn't she post anything about it? Then Melody went live on TikTok. And she was saying that just because she's on social media, it doesn't mean she has to share every aspect of her life. She talks about the fact that she doesn't owe anybody anything. Like, she doesn't owe every part of her life to be public just because she chose to be on reality TV. She also said it's the most freeing, liberating thing that she had experienced in a while, when you take control of your life and you're not moved by what people are saying. And to be honest, I completely understand that. I feel like sometimes people expect all of your life, everything that is going on with you, to be on reality TV because you are on a show. But it's like, no, I don't have to talk about every single thing on reality TV shows. Like, I remember when, you guys may not be familiar with her, but people that live in the UK may be. I think it was Beauty by JJ. And a lot of people used to say, oh, she's so private. She never really talks about her life and all these kind of things. And it's just like, that woman does amazing makeup. She is so good. She's an OG in this beauty influencer space. So if you guys want to learn about makeup, go over there and actually watch her, right? I've seen her in person. She looks even better. But that's just a side point. My point is, people were dragging her at some point saying she's so private, she's so this, she's so that. And it was almost like there was an expectation that because she's a public figure, she needs to talk about all her personal life and tell everybody what's going on in her life. Now, I think she's evolved a little bit since then, and does share a little bit more. But it's one of those things where it's like, you can't expect this woman. People are private. Just because you see people on social media does not mean that they're not private people. Like, I, for one, I know you guys may not know like my private like Instagram or anything, but I'm a very private person. Even though like I have social media platforms and I post stuff, I'm still very private with my ish. And I just feel like people need to understand that just because someone is on reality TV does not mean that every single thing needs to be on social media. At some point, you have to be able to keep something for yourself. And I think that's sort of the experience here. Now, I know people feel like, yo, why didn't you publicly say something? But is it important that she say something publicly? Or is it important that she is there for the family, that she shows up in whatever capacity that she could behind the scenes? I would say I would rather you show up in reality than show up online and do nothing. Melody also said she loves moving in the background and everyone out here can tell that she does stuff. She does just not care. She just doesn't care about letting people know what it is that she's doing, because she's doing it from her heart and she's moving in the background. And I think there's something very beautiful about that. You don't need to know what everyone is doing when they are doing it. It's okay for you to do gracious, amazing acts and not broadcast every single one of them. Like, of course, there are some that you may be like, okay, I'm trying to raise this awareness of this. I'm trying to raise this amount of funds and I want people to be able to take part in it. Then that makes sense to publicize it and get people on board with it. But I think there are times where it's like you're doing something for a family. There is no reason for you to announce it and be like, oh, here's what I did for Keke's family. That's odd. That is weird. That is completely uncalled for. And I just think it doesn't make any sense. Now, she does talk about, she moves in the background, but when it comes to 7th Avenue Beauty, she doesn't have to, and it has been freeing. And I completely understand that. That's a business. You ain't about to be moving in the background about your business. You got to promote it, get it out there, so hopefully people can jump on what it is that you are trying to sell. Now, let's talk about the second part of the story that I wanted to share with you guys, also from Empress Radio. Shout out to her. Apparently, allegedly, now, before I say what I was about to say, let me give you a little bit of context so you know where this is going. Did you guys remember that one of the speculation is about Keke's untimely death was something in relation to carbon monoxide poisoning? Now, I did not really cover that on the show, but I'm sure you guys may have heard about it in these YouTube streets. So it was allegedly that, right? So someone came out and put out a statement about that. Now, allegedly, according to Empress Radio, she was talking about the death may be leading or has led to an insurance investigation, because the whole thing sounds suspicious, right? Allegedly also, Mercedes are looking into it because she died from, if in fact she died from that, because it could also be a fall from the car. Remember, there was some sort of speculation about something being wrong with the car. So that is a very serious thing. So allegedly, investigations are happening in the background in relation to that. Now, we don't know what will come of it. And of course, whether or not that is even true, because this is ultimately what we're hearing in the YouTube streets, but we don't know. So everything is alleged, and in my own opinion and for entertainment purposes only. So please don't take it as fact. This is just something that has been expressed in the YouTube streets, and I'm commenting on so that we can be aware of what may be taking place and keep an eye out to see if we learn anything more. Now, this thing about this car, I can't lie, it's making me think about, I got a letter from Mercedes recently about something completely different. Electric power steering software something. And they're saying it could impact on my safety. So I'm just like, I need to reach out to them expeditiously, because that's just, and to think like, you may be driving a car thinking everything is good, and there may be some sort of safety issue or like some fault that you don't even know with the car. Like, that is just crazy. So I need to like call them and set up something so I can go in and see if that my version of the car has that fault. I hope not, but yeah, that's basically all I want to talk to you guys about today. But anyways, let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. Don't forget to like, share, hit that subscribe button, and tap that bell button right next to it so you know every single time that I post. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye.